Don't know when my nights became so complicated. Can't recall my mornings, everything is fading. Maybe this is karma, definition of jading. This day's on my mind, this day's on my mind. Trying to put a mother on my crazy feelings. One minute I'm calling, then the next I'm stripping. No, with somebody new, I swear she don't deserve it. Oh, it's still on my mind. Rolling the way down, not breathe your head. You only can rescue me. This is my breath. If you were mine, if you were mine, I wouldn't want to go to heaven.
7 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another live video presentation. Tonight on the agenda, baby, we jumping right on in. We have Mama Treacy, who says she got time today because, honey, she is tired of the drama with Peach McIntyre. Her daughter, she went live yesterday, and so we're gonna take a look at that video, and we're gonna see what she had to say. We all know that Peach did the series of videos and went down her little memory lane and talked about how her mother did her wrong and all of that. And so she brought up the bathwater thing again. Y'all know she has not talked about her mom in a while. But I guess she needed some views. They say her views down, so I don't know if that's why she did it, but whatever the case is, her mama says she tired, so she had something to say this time. That she was she was on one, but we just gonna jump over there and see what she had to say. As you guys come in, if you will, please be sure that y'all hit that like button, and if you have not hit that subscribe button, be sure you hit that and turn on those post notifications. Yeah. And let's jump on into our Mish MObb member for this episode. And then we'll get into the commentary. Our Mish MObb member for this episode is Kimberly. Kimberly, thank you so very much for being a supporter of the channel, for being a top commenter, and going out of your way to be in the chat as much as you can. I really appreciate that. Not only as a person that does commentary, but just as a person that has a platform. I really appreciate you. Guys, all of you can support the channel. You can do so in several different ways. Number one, by hitting that like button, and I hope that everyone who is hearing this has already done so. By becoming a subscriber to the channel. That is definitely a way to support the channel. And turning on that post notification. You can also do so by becoming official Mish MObb member. Let me go ahead and give you some details about our membership here in the channel. Hey guys, our membership is now open. Come check it out and join us. See you there. Membership is not only a benefit for you, but it's a great way to promote the channel. Hey guys, our member. So we're going to jump on into this reaction. Before we do so, those of you who have not had the opportunity to hit that like button, please go ahead and do so. Hey, Miss Kaya, and hey, Bushwatchers. Thank y'all so very much for taking the time tonight. I know it's late, for coming and jumping in the chat. I really appreciate that. Let me go ahead and give y'all a quick commercial, guys. And then we're going to jump over here and get into this reaction.
Talk to my mama. We was talking about loyalty, and I said, girl, there ain't no loyalty in this generation. Because at the end of the day, I listen to my mama because she the only one who got my back in this generation. So let me tell y'all what happened in 3rd grade that let me learn that. So one time we was playing a trick right at school, right? Me and my supposedly friend group were playing a trick, right? Everybody was in on it. Soon as the principal passed, they gonna say Riley did it. She ain't even asked nobody yet. What y'all talk about? Some Riley did it. I was like, I know y'all didn't. I know you lying. We was friends. I thought we had each other's back. Baby, they pushed me back all the way back to the principal office. I was so done. Nobody got in trouble but me. So then, they didn't call my mama. So my mama came in there and said, tell me the truth. So I told her the truth. Then my mom was like, I hope you learned your lesson. Because at the end of the day, who here to have my back? My mama said, Riley, this is a learned lesson. Never let them make you a fool twice. And I understood that. Then I realized at the end of the day, all you have is your family. But sometimes you can't trust them.
119, that's cheap. Ma'am, there's a grown baby child hanging off your left areola. Do people need air fryers that bad? That baby looks like he knows his ABCs and his 1, 2, 3s. Maybe we should graduate him from the titty. More impressive than the air fryer, with all due respect, was the grip the kid had. A veteran grip. That was like a golden retriever with a chew toy. He was sideways on it, just was parallel to the parallel park in the tit like a Velcro holder. Maybe that kid should get some chicken tenders and milkshake. A little different kind of milkshake. And I'll tell you what, social media has air fried my entire generation. What are we posting?
What I'm telling you is this historic air fryer, if you don't have it, it's $119.
Oh, 119, that's cheap. Ma'am, there's a grown baby child hanging off your left areola. Do people need air fryers that bad? That baby looks like he knows his ABCs and his 1, 2, 3s. Maybe we should graduate him from the titty. More impressive than the air fryer, with all due respect, was the grip the kid had. A veteran grip. That was like a golden retriever with a chew toy. He was sideways on it, just was parallel to the parallel park in the tit like a Velcro holder. Maybe that kid should get some chicken tenders and milkshake. A little different kind of milkshake. And I'll tell you what, social media has air fried my entire generation. What are we posting?
What I'm telling you is.
Okay, let's jump into the reaction. What we're gonna actually be watching is the video that Peach's mom did. We already went over the video that Peach did. Now we're gonna be doing the one that her mom did. Okay, so let me see who else I have in here. Hey, Reba. Hey, Yvonne from New Jersey. And hey, Nakisha. Also, if there's anybody that is new here in the chat, hey, girl, hey. And again, Bushwatchers, hey. If you are new here and you like our commentary, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications. And if you have been here before, which the few of you that I see here have, welcome back. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to check this video out. I know it's late, every so often we do a midnight. I was hoping that one of the other young ladies who tend to do lives late was up, because I had invited them to come and be a part of the video. But at any rate, we're going to jump on into the reaction. And if they come at some time in the near future, we'll just throw them up on the up on in here. Shit, I just ain't got it together tonight, y'all. I don't want to got me some doggone food tonight and just can't function right. I almost seem like I just can't get it together. Mm-mm-mm. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this reaction.
Fan Angela. Good morning. So I woke up because I've been up, y'all, since like 1 o'clock, just laying in the bed. The voice kept saying, "Go read Psalms 91. Go read Psalms 91." And I finally went and read Psalms 91, and I started reading other scriptures too. I wound up falling back to sleep like 6 o'clock, and I not too long ago got up. But I just want to say that, hey Nicole, Develta, how y'all doing? I'm on both. I'm on Facebook and YouTube, y'all. So I'm looking back and forth. So y'all
She trying
excuse
to
me
get her
this
bread
morning.
too now. I ain't mad at her.
So, baby, ain't nothing good like a good pot of coffee. I mean, a good
Hey,
cut
no
of
need.
a cup of coffee in the morning time, right here. And I had to pull this cup out this morning to use it. Hey, Cherie. Hey, Mildred. Mildred, I love you. I love you, love you, love you, love you, Mildred. But I had to pull out this cup this morning, and it said "Fueled by Jesus" and coffee, and that's what I'm running on this morning. But this morning, I got to say this right here. Here we go again. Here we go again. Oh my God! How many times we gonna go around this corner? So this morning, when I finally got out of bed and I saw something, I picked up the phone. I had to call my son. I called my son. So he answered. So I'm like, where he at? And then finally, I called his grandma. I called his grandmother, and I was talking to her, and I was telling her about something that I saw.
Y'all know what
So
she saw.
then I went to talk to my son. Called me, so I was talking to him. He said, "Oh, Mom, I saw that last night. Peace, peace. Hey, Treacy, and everyone in the chat. Hey, Lady Empress." So this morning, this is what I want to say right here. For 2 years, 2 years, y'all, 2 years, I have been letting my name been dragged through the mud. I have been letting my name get beat down and everything.
I don't know
And I
about
always
letting.
say, mothers, I always say this, never go back and forth with your child, because what is you going to get out of that going back and forth? And
That's
that's where
true.
I'm at. I don't care. I'm not going back and forth with a child that I knew I took care of. A child that I bent over backwards for, and she know that right there. A child that I have been there 100% and gave my all. Now, usually before this right here, before this, I would have been on here talking like this, breaking down, boo-hoo, crying when things coming at me. But baby, the devil is a lie. The devil is a lie, and I slept good last night. I slept good last night. And one thing about me, and I just want to set the record straight right now. Right now.
Hey, Fly Girl. Hey, Cheryl.
I ain't never have to stay with nobody. I ain't never have to live one place to another place. Never. Because that's not me right there. That's not me.
So she said she ain't gonna go back and forth with her daughter and all the things, but she is throwing shade.
And one thing about me, I don't care what I did in the streets or how I ran in the streets. My children gonna be taken care of. My house gonna be taken care of, because I wasn't raised to live in filth. And if y'all been following me, y'all should know I am a very clean person. Very clean person. And why would I want to bathe a child in dirty water? And I'm like, this stuff is getting so old that we going back round the corner again.
I believe her. Now, the thing that I can't figure out A lot of times when people lie, it's some truth to the lie. What I can't figure out is where is the truth in Peach's story? There could be some truth to that, to her story about the water, but it may not be like she remembers it. She has 3 children. Why is she the only one saying that she was bathed in the dirty water? She has 3 kids. Number 1. Number 2, one thing Treacy has not done since she's been on here is lie. Peach has. Peach has told lies. Hell, Peach up here talking trash about other baby mamas and women on child support and this, that, and the third, but yet she had Wood on child support. Peach, you ain't tell that. Now, it stands to reason that the reason that the child support case Peach had was opened is because she had public assistance. But whatever the case, it really don't matter. You want to get out here and act like, she said from what, 2017, 2018, or 2016, 2018, that she been out here. She's lost money, she's had money, she's lost money. Now she said that she's been out here doing it and making bread since the shade room started. That's probably, I think, around 2016. She said she was the very first person that brought um um advertising on there. Now, if that's the case, then Peach, why, oh why, did you have a child support case on your baby daddy? Her child support case on Wood ended about 2020. Why was he on there? Why did he actually have to go to court? Why you didn't pay the man child support for his own kids since you paying it for his other children? Or maybe you did, or maybe you did. I mean, I just feel like that's a fair question. What y'all think? Hey, Denise. Hey, Yvonne. Yeah, I don't know about this water thing, but we see Treacy. Even up to this day, she is extremely clean. All her dirt, she has called it. She has owned up to it, even in things that people may deem to be embarrassing. So why would she lie about this? And even if Peach has it partially wrong, why wouldn't she explain it at this point? Because the girl been talking about it and talking about it and talking about it.
We going right back around this corner again and stuff, and I don't have time for it. And no matter what, I'm still not gonna get on here and call my child out her name. I'm still not gonna talk down on my child, because at the end of the day, that's still my child. I carried her for 9 months. 9 months. And I'm not gonna be around here stooping that low because she's stooping low. I'm better than that. Sometimes, now before, when they say go high, I used to want to go to hell to break somebody down. But I look at it, what I'm gonna go to hell to break somebody down for? Why would I get, what am I getting out of that? Because somebody sent your own child sitting around here trying to tear you down. Then you got other people trying to tear you down. So I look at it like this: when they trying to break me down, honey, I ain't got to go to hell. I ain't got to stoop low to go to nobody level. Because you know what? That's just let me know this ain't nothing but a test right here. And I'm not finna be around here arguing, going back and forth with nobody. Not a child that I have changed. And a child that she know I've been there 24/7. Every child she had, I was there. I was there when some came out the delivery room, and I was at home keeping the other ones. And y'all should see that December the 24th.
Shade. Baby, Treacy serving, Treacy tired. Now, I believe that as well. Now, Peach says, my mama wasn't there for all my kids. Some of them I had to keep her. Peach probably gave her mama that money out of appreciation because Peach was doing too much. She's so busy trying to be obsessed with Wood. She's having all these kids. She's not thinking. When she had money, she probably gave her mom that money. Now, one thing I am gonna say, I don't know what Treacy got going on, but baby, I do see that little that waistline cinching in. I ain't mad at you, little mamas. Treacy, when that girl had that business Waste Language, Treacy was her model. Treacy was her model. When Treacy was her model, she used to be on here in her damn underwear for Peach. I mean, the stuff that Peach say when you think about the grand scheme of everything really kind of makes no sense. Why would she try to dehumanize that girl? Now, if there was a situation where she financially needed to share water with her daughter, that it is what it is. But I don't believe the story was as she said. I don't believe everything Pete said was a lie, but I don't believe everything, um especially about the bath water. I don't believe it. I don't believe it was like Pete said that her mother just put her in some dirty water, cuz that lady is super clean. Now when she was saying that about I ain't never had to live from here and there, baby, shade. Her mama threw some shade. Child, I that tickled me. I ain't even gonna lie. She said she always had a house for her kids.
So I'm not finna be around here going back and forth with no child about how a child feel. And I feel like this right here, a child alive for nothing. And I would never get on the internet to sell my soul to the devil for $1. I'm not gonna do that. I don't care how broke I be. I'm not finna get on the internet and sell my soul for $1 to tear somebody down and I know the stuff not true. I'm not.
Well, there are some people who will do that, Tracy. So that's that on that. Um, you said why send the kids to there on Christmas if she's such a bad mom. Now I'm gonna say this. First of all, you're right. Um, and quite frankly, it would have been unorthodox, but Wood could have either kept his behind at home or Wood could have had all the children in the waiting room and, just went in there with Peach. That could have been done either way. But with that being the case, um, she did call her, excuse me, Wood called Treacy and took the kids over there. Now, Peach did say, I didn't call, Wood called. It don't matter, Peach. You know where your damn kids was and they was where? Still over there. So don't sit here and act like your mama didn't do shit for you. And quite frankly, there's too many examples of Peach having her mother care for these kids for her to sit here and now say that it ain't this or it ain't that. It's just too many instances at this point.
I'm gonna do it. And when people talking about you, keep holding that head up and smile. Because 2 years ago, I was around here breaking down, crying, thought I was finna lose my mind, but the devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. If I'm finna be losing my mind, understand that you can use your gift for either good or bad, but there is no denying the gift she has. I would not sell my soul. And that's like you say, some people don't know the gift they have, but they'll use it and sell it a different way. I'm not selling my soul to the devil for nobody. I'm not finna get on YouTube to tear nobody down. No, nothing. I don't care. I don't care what they say about me. How many names they call me. Y'all know how many names people don't call me, and I'm still walking with my head up high, okay? I ain't finna be around here worrying about what somebody got to say. None of that. And I ain't finna be around here going back and forth with, okay? I ain't got to come on YouTube and be going arguing, cussing, calling her all out her name. A person that get on there and do that because they wasn't there. I was there. I know what I did. So I'm not gonna get on here like a fool, baby, because I'm right here. I'm still sipping my coffee. I woke up looking good and I woke up feeling good. So ain't nobody finna break my spirit down. Nobody. Not even much a child that I had. Not even.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I don't know what I would do in this situation. It seems I don't understand how she not hurt. Like, it's a lot.
Too much one of these hating ass women that's walking this street. Y'all ain't, I don't care what y'all say about me.
Now, this is what I am gonna say. This is one thing that Treacy do that I don't like. You sit up here and you'll cuss. I don't know. I mean, because in one token I understand, but this is my thing. Peachy is your daughter. I don't expect her to get on here and curse her daughter out. I do expect for her to defend herself. But if you not gonna go off on the person that's dogging you like that, because in my opinion, I don't know. At one point, I would feel like if you gonna sit up here and lie on me and say the things that you saying, you can't be my. I hate you. That girl has so much vitriol in her when she talked about how much she hates her mother. This shit is crazy. It is. But if you ain't gonna go hard uh on the people who really dogging you, aka her daughter, if you ain't gonna go hard on her, don't be on here calling other women out their name. That shit ain't cute.
What? Because the only thing y'all can do is talk about my past, okay? Because y'all ain't talking about my future, none of that.
Now I'll say this too about that. Quite frankly, I don't give a shit what Treacy did in her past, because hell, she didn't do it to me. She was who she was. She might have been out there in the streets. Hell, a lot of mamas was out there in the street. They was living their life. Just because you became a parent didn't mean your life stopped. You supposed to enjoy yourself. Now, when Peaches says that she was over her grandmother Merle house and they was hungry, I don't believe that shit either. This woman will sit up in this house on live, her mother, and cook 3 4 different meals just because her son want this, her husband want this, and she want this. Peach talked to us about the fact that she got into it with her sister, and when she got into it with her sister, first her mama put them out, then when they came back in the house, um she ended up having the sister move in the room with the brother and let Peach have her own room. I think she did the best she could to accommodate all these children. And sometimes it just don't work good. But even with that being the case, but then by one token, she was a good mama. She kept her house clean. She said her mama house was so pristine, you couldn't even really sit on some of the furniture. And she made the comment one time, after my mama passed away, I'm gonna go to her house and jump on her sofa because her mother kept her house so clean. But yet she'll keep a house clean, but she'll let her daughter get in dirty water. That makes no sense. She'll keep a house clean. She'll do all of this catering to all of y'all, but she gonna send you over your grandmother house to be there for the weekend or days or weeks, as she says, and let you be hungry. I don't believe that shit. I'm sorry, I don't. Now, do I believe that something happened? Yeah, I do. Everything that P's saying ain't a lie. It's not. Her mama hanging out, not a lie. Her mama being in the streets from time to time, not a lie. Okay, maybe her mother did have, different sexual escapades, but quite frankly, that wasn't none of Peach's damn business. She was a child. She didn't need to know what the hell her mama was doing. Now, if she did it in front of her daughter, then she was wrong for that. But, for you to come and try to judge her for the person she was, you don't have no fucking right, Peach.
Y'all ain't talking about that. Just like this, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell, and y'all can make a video of this. My daughter is a big woman, and every tub have to sit on their own bottom. Okay, remember that. She's a big woman, and every tub have to sit on their own bottom.
Now I'm gonna say this: I ain't never heard that damn saying before. I had to Google that shit. Basically, Peach is gonna be responsible for her actions. That's true. Peach is gonna be responsible and has to be responsible for her actions. That is true. Um, but she made a comment. Y'all make a video about that. I sure will. Treacy, honey, this the way of the world. There are commentary channels that do commentary about different things. You hit the radar, so we talking. You might as well let that shit go. You a reaction channel too, honey, because every time your daughter posts something about you, you ain't got to say shit. Miss Loretta say stuff about you, you ain't got to say shit. So you ain't no different than we are. So while you up here trying to point fingers at us, so you want to try to attack people that doing their job, but you doing the same shit we are. Honey, simmer down with that.
All right. So I ain't around here with that childhood junk and none of that. And I don't give. And I'm, you know what? I'm just gonna say I don't give two flying fucks what anybody got to say or how anybody feel. I know what I did. I know the struggles I went through to take care of my kids, to make sure my kids have, okay? And if you check it out, if I was such a bad mama, who they call December the 24th, if I was such a bad mom, okay? And if I
Now
was
she ain't lying about that. If my mother was all these things this girl said she was, and all the things that she said her mother did, and you know, to the magnitude of what she said, baby, my kids would have had to be in the damn waiting room. I don't even care if it's on a different floor. They would have to be near me. It's no way in the hell I would have let my husband, boyfriend, whoever, take my kids over somebody's house who, number one, I hate. Number two, I have talked out my mouth about like a stranger in the street. I wouldn't have let I would be scared that she'd do something to my children. I would not be cool with that. So for Peace to sit up here and do all this talking, girl, you too. Simmer down.
such a bad mom, why do I still got the other two still with me, okay? Tell me that. My oldest daughter buy me every holiday, birthday, Christmas, Mother's Day, honey. My children pop up over here, okay? So all that nonsense, I ain't thinking about that crap right there. If somebody need to make money, well, here we go again. And I pray that God continue to bless her. I pray that her cup overflow. That's what I pray. Let her cup keep overflowing, okay?
My work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all my tasks. I start by brain dumping everything I need to get done.
Because I know some of y'all mothers will be around here breaking down crying because what these ungrateful ass children got to say about you. Honey, this mom ain't sharing no tears. I did a bunch of tears last year, September, when I thought I was losing my mind. I thought I'd be damned if I get out my bed and be around here crying because what an ungrateful child got to say about you. I don't give a care. I don't care. And yeah, I can get on here, I can say her business, break her down, but honey, I ain't that type of mama right there to break my daughter down and tell her business, because she can say what she want to say, honey, because this mama ain't dropping not one doggone tear. Just like I said before, she's a big woman, and every tub have to sit on their own bottom, okay? Sit on their own bottom, because the same thing that you doing right now, honey, one of those children gonna be breaking you down, having you crying. And I pray you can hold it together, okay? I pray you be strong and still walk with your head up high, because
You know what? I think I admire her for being able to say that. I don't know how I would feel because Peach has done her absolute best to hurt her mama. Even though it is just for $1, clearly her views are low. She's trying to get more views, whatever. Um, but I still feel like Peach has done her best to hurt this woman for whatever reason. And with that, I don't know if I could be as forgiving this soon.
now I don't care what nobody got to say, okay? Y'all already don't beat me down. Y'all call me, y'all excuse my language this morning. Y'all already called me hoes, bitches, unfit mama, a bull tiger, and all of that. Yeah, all that. Honey, I am no shame or nothing in my past. Nothing. Cause that's all.
Now, please hit that like button for me. Let me give y'all a few minutes to hit this button. Because I ain't even got 40 likes. I think I know. Okay, Catwalk says, "Hello, everyone. Peach was a young girl that was in grown folks' business and was sensitive and took things out of context." I believe that. She took things that weren't exactly what she felt they were, and she was too young to do it the way it should have been done, or to understand it the way it should have been understood, and all the things. So yeah, I understand that, and I agree. She drags Wood, but he never drags her. Also, her time coming, because Gregory McKay will have a story to tell about Peach. I don't think he'll be the one, but there's definitely going to be one. If anything, I think McIntyre will be the one. Gregory McKay is very much manipulated by his mom, and I don't think he'll be the one that will speak out on her. Peach just needs someone to blame because her life is so out of order. Treacy was like any other mother who made mistakes. That's true. That's true. Peach will not say anything for shock value. Don't want to heal. Will say anything to get the money for the casino and to pay for Wood's allowance. Yeah. That's right, Fly. I would never address what Peach says about me online. And I can't believe anything that Peach says. Peach has a day coming and she's setting the stage. Treacy should stop letting Peach use her as well when she's desperate. But here's the thing about that area. What can she do? What can she do? How can she make Peach not do it? Now she can sue her for slander. Peach ain't gonna pay. And it's bad enough that Peach has done what Peach has done. How, I mean, that's another level of anger that you have to take your kid to court. Not to mention, that's another level of hurt that you will have to deal with when it comes to having to be in that position with your child. So I don't know, but yeah. I don't know that she's ready for that. It's bad enough that she's finally in the position that she is speaking up some, because she's not dogging her daughter. She's not being disrespectful, but she is speaking up about what's going on. That's bad enough that you even have to take it there, because she's really tried not to. She thought it was over. But like she said, here we go again. It's also common for kids who suffer with mental illness to lie on their parents. Now, the more and more time that Peach um, survives on this internet, the more obvious it is that she has some serious mental situations going on. It's true.
All y'all can talk about is my past. Y'all never talk about my future, okay? Ain't nobody talking about my future. Because people like to talk about your past to keep you toe down. But the devil is a lie. And if I got to be ashamed of the things I did in my past, I shouldn't have never did that.
She right.
I should have never did it. But people need, if you're going to talk about me, talk about all the struggles that I done came through. Talk about where God brought me, where I'm at right now, where I'm at. And then some of y'all get on here, y'all want to tear me down. Some of y'all ain't still, I've been with my husband 22 years. 22 years, been married to him 20 years, okay? 20 years. Some of y'all can't even say that. Some of y'all get married, don't even much last a year. They have this big old wedding and it don't last. Baby, I had a big wedding, okay? Big wedding, over 15 bridesmaids and grooms. And I'm still kicking it with this man, okay? Still kicking it. But y'all steady want to talk about my past, and then y'all want to bring a baby daddy up. A baby daddy that I ain't slept with since my daughter was 3 years old. Man, come on.
Now, I don't know who she talking about that. I don't know who talking about her baby daddy, cause I mean Peach don't really bring him up, and I mean who the hell else would really know? Um, well, I got an idea of who she might be talking about with that, but that's neither here nor there when it comes to Peach.
I ain't got time for that. Oh, I ain't got time. I ain't got time.
She's being more
And
direct this
so
time,
I just want to say
Ebony
this too.
Locks.
When she said I ain't never been there, I've been there for that child more than I've been there for my other two. I'm taking all from my other two, giving it all to this one right here, to the ungrateful one. And I'm gonna tell y'all, son, when you're loving your children so much and you keep putting them children way up here, you loving your children so much. So much. You loving them kids. I was loving my children before I loved God. That's how much I love my kids. I used to say I lay my life down for my kids. God, you could take my life. That's what I used to be saying. But God said, you know what? I be trying to get your attention all the time. I be trying to tell you. I used to wake up at night. I wish my husband had walked through that door right now. I used to tell my husband, I said, a voice came to me last night telling me, you better get yourself right. You better get yourself right and you better come back to me. But I'm like, no. I stopped reading my scripture like I was. All of that.
Monica, she already did that.
Told my husband again. So God showed me, he said, since you don't want to listen to me, I'm gonna break you down. I'm gonna use something
That's
that
true,
you love.
Yvonne.
Use something or somebody you love so much. And my own child. My own child. Do y'all know you can carry your enemy for 9 months? Your own enemy. You can carry your enemy inside of you for 9 months.
Right, Fly?
It'll be your own child that try to break you down. Your own child try to take you out. And I'm gonna tell you, when this all happened, I thought I was losing my mind. I thought I was breaking down, going crazy, crying every night. My husband telling me, Treacy, you're gonna be sick around him. I'm crying, walking out the door, putting on the front. Putting on the front, but deep down inside, I was broken. I was damaged from a child that I cared for 9 months. A child that I was giving all my love to, doing everything, dropping everything, running, keeping kids. Didn't want to tell the world that I want money, which I never asked for money. Never asked for money. Because when it comes to my grandchildren, I love my grandchildren. I do anything for any one of my grandchildren. And some people know when it Christmas time came and stuff, I was working my butt off to make sure my grandchildren had, making sure my grandchildren never want. My grandchildren used to have my credit card. I didn't even, if you don't forget, that's how much I love my grandkids.
And I remember that when Peach showed several videos, I think they still on TikTok somewhere, where her mother used to go out, will leave work and meet Peach at a store. Anything them kids need, she will meet Peach at a store to get it for the kids. Now, this is not when she just had Gregory. I mean, this is deep into her having children. And another thing, Peach saying she wasn't there for some of those kids to be born. I believe she was there with Gregory McKay. And I believe with the other ones, just like with Phenomenal, I believe as soon as she found out the child was being born, she either came up there or either she was at home because she was keeping them other kids so Wood could be there. I don't believe that lady just did nothing. She goes to events with with the other grandkids. She always got them over there. She let them she cooks and caters to them, and I don't think it was any different than her mom. I mean her with Peach. Now, do I think that maybe some things happened in Peach's childhood that was traumatizing to her? Sure. But she can't hold her mama responsible for everything because I'm sure her mama wasn't responsible for everything. I think she gave her kids the best that she could. I'm not saying she a perfect mom, and I believe that everything that Peach saying is a lie, but I just think it's wrong what Peach doing.
And then to get on the internet and try to break me down. If you're going to tell something, tell the world the truth. Tell the world you ain't never want for nothing. Even when I was out there selling drugs, I could have been in jail right now to take care of my kids, make sure my children don't want anything.
And that's verified. And they said she wasn't no little street nickel and dimer. They said that lady was doing it. She did what she had to do, but then decided that her kids needed her. So she got off the street and broke herself all the way down to build herself back up.
And for you to get on the internet and say, I stayed in this house, my mom stayed right here in this townhouse, and I stayed right there, and she never did nothing for me. The devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. I'm the mama that every time you got ready to move, took off 2 or 3 days from work to help you move. But I'm the mama that ain't do shit for you. I'm the mama that went to bed hungry. And some of y'all mothers might know this right here. I'm that mother that went to bed at night hungry to make sure her children ate when she didn't have no food stamps and she had just got laid off her job. I'm that mama that sat on the side of the bed crying, wondering how I'm gonna get a bill paid. I'm that mama that walked through the room, through the house at night looking at her children, wondering how she gonna do, what she gonna do when they daddy wasn't there. Okay, I'm that mama right there. I'm making this video because I want some of y'all to know. Y'all around here, y'all be loving these ungrateful ass children. And you be giving these ungrateful ass children everything. You want to make sure your children have everything. And then your children turn around and try to use it against you. They try to tear you down to make you like you ain't shit. I'm that mother that used to have a husband in line at University Mall at 5 o'clock in the morning to buy name brand tennis shoes. She didn't like, and she tell people she didn't get name brand tennis shoes because she didn't like name brand tennis shoes. She got the money and went to Journey store to get whatever she want.
She said that.
Y'all see how my place is right now? And then, like, even when she say, when I die, she gonna make sure she jump on my furniture. Baby, I can't help because I like nice shit. I work for my shit. And ain't nobody gonna come over here just tearing up shit that I work for. Y'all excuse my language this morning. And
students across Arkansas receive an education that fits their style at Arkansas Virtual.
I ain't just become a person that like nice stuff. I've been like this. And let me tell you something. One thing about me, I'm from Riverview Terrace Projects, but my mind not still in the projects, okay? So that's why I work for nice things and I want nice things.
And you know what? She said something compelling right there. And honestly, that's the difference between apples and oranges. Peach's mind is still in the project. Peach's mind is still ghetto. Peach not only lived in a low income area, but she was the environment of that. Just because you live in a place that may be deemed low rate, low income, low whatever, does not mean that uh, that's who you are. That's just where you live. Yeah, Ebony Locks, let's see. She did this video one day ago. You know, I think it was Sunday when Peach was going around Tampa and she started talking that trash about her mom again. And then the next day is when her mother did this, which was yesterday.
I didn't just become like this right here to want. This is why I work hard. This is the reason why I work hard right here. So when I walk in, I want to see what I work hard. I don't want to walk in my place and feel like I'm still in the projects. That's where my mind is. And it's nothing against the projects because I love the projects, okay? I never forget where I came from. Never. And if she think I'm mad, if I die, she ain't going to come to my funeral. I don't give a fuck because I'm going to be dead. I'm going to be in that casket. I ain't going to know who at my funeral. I don't care. And anyway, I don't care who come and who don't want to come because a lot of just want to come and make sure a person dead, get up there and tell them old lies and stuff, act like you like a person and stuff. I don't care. I don't care. So that's why this morning, you mothers, y'all sitting around here crying because them children ain't talking to y'all. Y'all sitting around here crying because they mad because you want to keep them kids. Man, that's they children. They grown, honey, they grown. Let them, every tub have to sit on their bottom. And what I'm saying, if you don't get every tub have to sit on their bottom, honey, they going to have to sit to figure everything out on their own. I don't care. I'm not finna be around him. And I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, I'm cussing this morning. I am not kissing no child ass, to talk to me. I'm not kissing no child ass to bring no grandchildren over here for me to keep them. Honey, I have grandchildren walk through that door when they mama bring them. I got my grandkids pop up when they mama don't even much bring them over here. So I'm not even much crying. And the same grandchildren she keeping away from me gonna be the same grandkids gonna come right back to their grandmama because they know what type of grandmama I am. So you mothers better stop sitting around here crying, worried about these ungrateful ass children when they don't want to talk to you. Because some of y'all be sitting crying because I was that mother. I was that mother 2 years ago around here breaking down crying. I get on the internet, I mention her name, I'm breaking down crying, but the devil is a lie. I am not finna be around here crying for no child that don't want to talk to me, okay? Because I carried that child for 9 months. I changed them pampers for 9 months. Her dad ain't give me shit. I worked hard. I walked down Bush 3 o'clock in the morning to punch in 4 o'clock by myself until I got with my husband. And I
Baby, and I'm gonna tell y'all now. I'm not against working my butt off for my children, for my family, but walking down the street at 3 o'clock in the morning by myself would have not been something I would have did. I wouldn't have been. I think that's something I could not have handled. I would have been freaked the fuck out. Soon as I walked down the street and heard a noise, I heard a shadow, I would have turned my ass around. Like I wouldn't have been able to do that. I'm sorry. No, I wouldn't have. I'm just keeping it real.
got with my husband when my son was finna turn 8 years old. If I was such a bad mama, you think this man still gonna be riding with me? You think this man gonna hold his wife back down? No, this man wouldn't be with me. This man still him with me. Cause he know the type of mama I am. He know the sacrifices. And he always get on me too. He get on me all the time. You need to cut that cord. You got to cut that cord. You can't be around here still telling them children what to do. Them children grown. Cut that cord. That's what you got to do. So I ain't finna be around here, gotta be around here, get on, like I gotta come on Facebook and YouTube and say, oh, my daughter this, my daughter that. I ain't gonna tear her down. I don't give a what she say about me. I don't care. When you get out there on your own, you supposed to be, you get out there, you having them kids, them your children. Them your children. I love my grandkids. I love the ground my grandkids walk on. But I refuse to kiss my child ass or anybody ass to keep their kids, okay? And I love peanut butter. I love peanut. I don't like the crunchy peanut butter. I love that creamy peanut butter. And that's when I go to Walmart. Walmart's or Publix to buy me some peanut butter. So what I'm saying, I ain't kissing nobody ass. Nobody. And I don't care what now one of you mothers feel about me, what y'all got to say about me, none of that. Because half of y'all can't much control y'all kids right now. Your kids young.
Honey, now she threw me with the peanut butter, but I guess she's saying something about brown nosing or your nose look like you got peanut butter on it because, yeah, I don't know what the hell she was talking about there.
And you going to try to come tell me I should have did this. You should be shamed. You didn't stay in my house. You don't know the struggles I went through. Y'all listening to one child. If I was such a bad mama, why the other two still hanging on? Still hanging on. And my son told me, my son said, Mama, you got to be the craziest woman ever. I said, why? He said, Mama, why would you even much think about bathing somebody in a dirty bathtub? And when you had your house, you had a shower, Mama. He said, Mama, you shouldn't even be worried about. Well, I said, you think I'm worried about that? Last year, but 2 years ago, I was around here boohoo crying. But baby, I ain't wake up this morning crying. I'm waking up like, here we go again. Here we go again. How many times you gonna talk about the same bullshit? How many times y'all people who want to get on the internet and make a video talking about me? The only thing y'all keep talking about me is saying one person you've been rammed up in. Was you there when I was getting that meat all pushed up in me?
Oh,
I want to know
wow.
that. Was you there? Are you a bull idol? That's
Oh, wow. You ain't got to say all of that, Miss Treacy, because really it ain't our business. It wasn't Peach business because she was your child. She was not in a relationship with your child. So whatever you had going up in or out really wasn't our business. And she really didn't have a right to talk about it. But I mean, whatever. It still ain't our business. We don't want to know. Thank you.
that's all y'all can say. And hell yeah, I had a girlfriend too. I had a girlfriend, to get it out there for the ones that don't know that, okay? Because all y'all do is talk about the past, the past, the past, the past. Man, when y'all gonna get tired of talking about the past? When?
Let me give you an explanation, Miss Tracy, of what we do here. We talk about things that are going on in the YouTube streets. We are doing commentary on your video. So we are looking at it, giving our thoughts our critiques, our opinions, using it maybe as a teachable moment, things of that nature. It is not that we are talking about your past necessarily. Your past is coming up because that's what your daughter brought up and that you are rebringing up. If you would not have brought up the fact that you had a girlfriend, it wouldn't have been relevant in this conversation, nor the meat up in you. Like, we really don't want that visual because it's none of our, well, I can't speak for the other people, but for me, yeah, it's absolutely none of my business, and I absolutely don't want to know. Mm-mm.
My past that powerful that y'all can't come into my future. Man, please.
And I'm gonna say this too. I have two daughters, but they even grown. I ain't worried about nobody girly parts but my own.
I ain't got time for that shit this morning. And I know some of y'all gonna say, how she cussing and she went to I sure did.
That's another thing too, y'all. Why do people think just because she love God, she talks about the Bible, and she says that she is a worshiper of God, that she is saved? Why she can't curse? Um, Nobody's perfect. So those that strive to be the most eloquent, the most supreme, superior, all the things, even they are imperfect. We all fall short of God's glory and perfections, period. So why do people make such a big deal about the fact that she talks about the Bible and then she curses? Here's the thing that I would say. If you want to teach somebody something that's in the Bible, you can talk about the situation, you can give them an example, and you can also lead by example. That's your choice. Now, if you want them to respect what you're saying and look at you as an authoritative figure in the matter, and if you want them to see you as someone that they feel they can take that information and do something with it because you gave it to them, then you really do have to articulate it in a way that they can understand, and they need to see it in you. Talk is cheap. So is them cuss words. All of that shit is cheap. Y'all stop trying to put people on a pedestal just because they are whatever. If they give you something and it has value, take it for the value that it is. Leave the trash behind, take what's good, and go on about your damn business. Honestly, stop judging people. Yeah, we can sit up here and talk about her. We can critique her. We can make comments about what she says, all the things, but that doesn't mean that we're judging her. We're doing commentary. We're using what she says, the content, for educational purposes, example, satire, news reporting, teaching, parody, things of this nature. That's what fair use is, and that's what commentary is. But that doesn't mean that she has to live perfect, nor does that mean that we need to see her as somebody who, oh, because she did this, she can't be that.
Cause I am getting fed up with this shit right now. I really am.
Right. Right, Nikki.
Y'all mothers be around here trying to make sure, let me get them these name brand tennis shoes. Let me make them get this right here and stuff. Let me buy this. Let me do this. And then in the long run, everyone around here disrespecting you,
Thank you,
tearing you
love.
down. 9 months you carry your own enemy. 9 months.
And I know that's hurtful, baby. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's got to be a different kind of hurt. It does, because this is happening. She doesn't understand why. She did put her own child on the pedestal. She looks at her as someone to be uh to admire, to be proud of, all these things. This is what she saw Peach as. And then this girl turns around and says every rotten thing she can say about her mom, plus I hate her. And that's exactly how she said it. That's got to be a different kind of hurt because she carried this girl. They say childbirth is the closest you get to death. And she carried this girl who did this to her. I can't imagine the pain.
Ooh, child, 9 months, your own enemy.
That's sad.
When you carry your own enemy. Sometimes I be feeling like I'm going against a stranger in the street.
Mm.
And I'm just gonna let the world know. If she was in my face talking noise, if she was in my face talking noise, I would, ooh. So you mothers, y'all see what I'm going through? Y'all hold y'all head up high. Don't y'all hang that head down low because there ain't nothing on the ground. And I don't care. Like some people say, "Oh, this for money, right here. She make doing that for money." You don't tear people character down for money. You don't do that. I
Yeah.
could never
Right.
ever do that to anybody. And trust me, I ain't finna get upset. I ain't finna get upset. I ain't around here. I ain't finna drop no tears, no nothing. Now you would have caught me 2 years ago. I probably would have been on here like breaking down, boo-hoo crying. But the devil is, I ain't finna be around here crying about no doggone child. What a child feeling, what a child thinking, and you don't struggle hard to make sure they got. Then you know people gonna try to tell you what you should have did and this and that, and they couldn't even much keep their own shit together to tell me what you should have did. Cause half of the people, the same people that want to come at you, they children out there on drugs. They probably in jail. They disrespecting them. They can't handle it, but they want to tell you how you should have raised your child. Man, please. I
Now, I'm gonna say this. First of all, just like she does not want people to talk about her, she doesn't want people to pass judgment on her. To me, I feel like she was out of line to take it there. So what? People, kids on drugs, that don't mean they stupid and don't know anything. They just had a kid that had a weakness. Your daughter's a gambling addict. Do we blame you for that because you like to go to the casino? No, one situation has nothing to do with the other. So just because they had a kid that's on drugs don't mean they don't have the common sense to know that your daughter is an ain't shit daughter. So the fact that you came at people like that, so because you can't throw the rock at Peach, you gonna throw the rock at a stranger? Yeah, that's bad business, Rasta Queen.
ain't trying to hit it. 36, man, please.
Hey Marie. Hey Hardy. Thank you, love. Yep, and the
You
days will
know
be
what?
longer on the
One person
earth.
told me. They said, Treacy, I couldn't be you. I'd be on rant that head. How your name been towed down.
That lady still gotta live her life. It's sad that she has to deal with this with her daughter, but I mean, why? I don't know. That's
I ain't
crazy.
running nowhere. I ain't running. I ain't finna hide. I'm not finna go be to my son crying, asking the world, please. Y'all, please don't do me like this. Please don't talk about me. I was this. I don't give. I ain't finna be crying. If you want to.
Even if she did that to Peach, that is going to fuel Peach to do it even more. That girl, when they said that Peach was going through a mental situation, that she was um circling the drain, let's just say. That lady, knowing that she had a strained relationship with her daughter, still came over there trying to do for her daughter. Sh- All you do as a parent is your best. You do your best. You do what you feel, what you think, what your heart tells you. The way when you pray, what comes from the prayers comes from the advice of others. You do your best. That's all you got. And sometimes your best just does not work for certain people. She's got 3 kids, like she said. Only one has this horrid opinion of her. The other two love her. The other two sit up there and laugh like, man, mom, I can't believe you dealing with that. I can't believe you let her do that. This is a conversation she has with her kids. She's the same mom, but 3 different kids have 3 different needs. She's doing the best that she can with what she got. And that's all she can do, really.
talk about my past, oh well. You want to know something else? Go find somebody from Review Terrace and see what they got to tell you about me. That's what you can do. Go do that shit. Y'all so worried about my past, my past. She did this in her past. She did that in her past. Man, please.
Um, we not worried about your past. Apparently, your daughter is. But here's my thing. Peach brought up the bath water thing. That's true. Peach said ugly things about you. That's true. But in this particular instance, she didn't bring up your personal past. She didn't talk about your escapades, your relationships, your orientation. You are the one that keeps repeating that. Yeah, it was probably hurtful that she put it out there. Yeah, you feel it's a disdain. But do you know how many people in the church is gay? Do you know how many people in the church is promiscuous? Everybody got a burden to bear. So if you stop talking about that, we ain't gonna have no reason to talk about it. But if you want to keep talking about the fact that you had meat in you, people gonna talk about you had meat in you. You want to talk about being with a woman, people gonna talk about it. Don't make it an issue. Now, yes, your daughter brought it up, and maybe it was necessarily not some shit we needed to know, but it is what it is. Let it go, Reggie.
What they say, I've been rocking with my husband 22 years, okay? 22 years. Hey,
Kudos for her
some of y'all
for
can't never
that.
say that, especially the ones that want to tell me now. Hey, some of y'all, the same people who trying to say, come at me. And then want to get on the internet and say, I bet her husband don't know anything about her. Let me tell you something. When I got with my husband, he was my friend then. And I told him, I said, let me tell you about my life. Cause somebody gonna say something. But wait, let me back up. Let me say this. Let me say this. The first day my husband met me, the first day he met me, he said, you're gonna be my wife. You're gonna be my lady. I said, no hell I'm not. I don't like you. That's what I told him. No, I'm not. Then we started dating. And I told him, I said, well, let me go ahead and tell you about my life, okay? Because somebody gonna bust out some bubbles around here. So I want to tell you my life. Yes, I had a girlfriend before. And I went to telling him all kinds of stuff about my life. He said, I don't care. I love you. Mm.
I hear that.
So it's nothing nobody can tell my husband that I haven't told him. Because see, you know what? When your partner, your best friend, you can tell him anything. Anything. And nobody can't go behind you and say this that he don't know, okay? And remember, I got with my husband when my son was finna get ready to turn 8 years old, okay? So we've been rocking. We've been rocking. So y'all can believe what y'all want to believe out there. And I can go deeper until I could have been went deeper until the just shut things down. But I'm like, why would I be? What kind of mother would I be? What kind of mother would I be to get on the internet to talk bad about their child? Because their child talking bad about them. And I know some of y'all sit back, some of y'all say she dumb. I would have been cussing my daughter out in front of the world. I'm not gonna do that right there. I'm not gonna do that. Don't and make her look bad. Only thing I'm gonna say, she know the type of mama she got. She know her mama been rocking with her from day one. And
I don't think that is the right thing to do. I mean, just trying to look at it from the perspective of people who go back and forth on social media and how it ends up. I don't see where she would have made it better by going after Peach. It would have just made the situation worse. It would have made it bigger. It would have just been a clusterfuck of a mess because Peach gonna keep trying to one up her, and then she gonna be tired. Then she gonna get angry or out of control. It just she did the right thing.
Refuse to tear her down to get the world.
Now what? Where the only way she can really make her stop maybe would be to take her to court. But I mean, you really don't want to do that, and you try not to take things strategic when it comes to your kids, but sometimes you have to. That's the only thing, and I don't even know if that would shut Peach up just because of her mental capacity. I don't think that would have worked.
World satisfaction to get a world to say go make a video and stuff. I don't care. She can call me every name in the book. Every name in the book. Still not gonna get on the internet to tear her down.
Well, I wouldn't say that either, cause shit, you giving her more ammunition to
Cause
come
I
out
know
here.
a mother sitting right there right now saying, huh, that was me. If that was me, I would have been broke her down. But like I say all the time, the tongue is powerful. When you say things, you can't take it back.
That's true.
I say this, you are hurt. I can tell you might not be crying, but deep down inside, you are hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hurt. I'm not gonna lie, I'm hurt, but I ain't finna shed a tear. I am not finna be crying. Because what I'm gonna be around him crying, breaking down, and around him being depressed and all that. The devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. Now that 2 years ago, you would have really seen me crying. But I am not finna be around him breaking down crying because what an ungrateful child say, okay? Because see, a child got to remember. You can always have another child, but you can't never have a child when your mama leave him. And a child always got to remember when you have kids, the same thing that you taking your mama through,
It's
one of
gonna be
those
worse
kids gonna
for
take you
you,
through the same thing.
and it's
That's
gonna
what a
be
child got to
worse.
remember.
The child has to remember. Peach got to remember she got nine probabilities that what she had with her mother and what she is doing can be done to her. Nine probabilities. I don't think Treacy can make it any better. Honestly, she could even sue her and Peach could still do what Peach does. Now, let's see how far we're into this. We're 34 minutes into an hour and 25-minute video, and yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do it. We got the point. The purpose of using the video is to give context while we do our commentary. And honestly, she said all she can say. I mean, what else can she say? She ain't finna do it. She's not gonna um talk negative about her daughter. She's not finna cry no more. I mean, we get the picture. It's sad that Peach did what she did. It's sad to even be in that position. She should not. I don't get what other than views, girl. There's other ways to get views. You didn't even have to take your channel here to where you needed to go negative for views. It is like, I mean, it's nothing else that can be said. We get the point. We heard in grave detail what mom has to say. We heard what Peach has to say. Um, do I believe everything Peace said? No. Is there some truth somewhere? Most likely. What's the truth versus not? Who the hell knows? Was her mama in the streets? Yes, she admitted that. She was partying and she was a mom who was employed in the streets at one point in time. She did what she had to do. She made a decision to change her life to a different aspect. She did that. She wanted better and she got better for herself, and she removed herself and her children from the projects. Now Peach eventually ended back in the projects, and Peach never left. Peach moved her location, but Peach never left. Peach has had 8 or 9 evictions, so even when Peach had money, she was still in the projects. When Peach had her man, she was still in the projects. She sit up here and she talks about women. She talks about especially women that look like her. it's not because there's just all these bad women that just did so many things to Peach. No, Peach's worst enemy is Peach. And quite frankly, it's sad. Most of us who talk about her, we get sick of the antics and things of that nature, but we talk about her because we use it as teachable moments. We can say, okay, she's doing this, but she should have did that. Peach needs to do better. I mean, and I don't understand where Peach thinks she's gonna go with that. Baby, here's the thing. Peach does all of this shit to get her views up to make money, and that money never manifests itself into a better situation. So what the fuck you need the money for, Peach? You still raggedy as fuck. When she left the last house, the 3 bedroom, to move here, she basically threw everything away in the house, which probably wasn't much in the damn house. She moved in this place. She had to go buy new everything because her ass ain't had shit but her bedroom. She had to even buy new TVs. You keep having to start over. You are not growing anything. You claim to have been a millionaire at least twice, and you don't even have a $200,000 house. Think about that, $1 million. She could have bought 10 $200,000 houses with $1 million, and she ain't even got one. So we're gonna keep watching and we're gonna keep talking. Miss Treacy, we're gonna talk as long as there's something to talk about. Peach already know that much. But I really wish Peach would try to get over whatever the hell is wrong with her, because there's something wrong with that girl. I really wish she could do better. Anyway, guys, but that's all I have for y'all tonight. I wanted us to look at it. There's about another hour or so of video if you guys choose to go and watch it. I hope you did enjoy the commentary. If you have anything to add, please go ahead and do so. We will also continue the conversation in the comments. Also, guys, if y'all haven't hit that like button, please go ahead and do so. Let me see what she said. Yeah, and honestly, until Peach leaves her past there, she won't be able to create a new tomorrow for herself. She won't. You know what? It's a lot of negative we could say about Wood. It's no secret. It's a lot. But I think even Wood is trying to grow up a little bit. I think Wood is over all the bullshit. They are finally in a home where they can be somewhat stable. And I think that he's even ready to be stable. That's probably why he ain't in the streets as much. Think about how they lived when they was over there with all that drama going on, when they was moving every 6 months. That takes a toll even on children. Anyway, guys, yeah, that's pretty much all I had. Like I said, thank you, Marie, and thanks everybody for taking the time here at 1:39 a.m. Central in the morning to listen to the video. Please be sure to continue the conversation with us in the comments. If you don't have the ability to type here, you can definitely, like I said, continue there. And also, please share the video and be sure to hit that like button. Thank you guys so very much. Again, if you are new here and have not hit that subscribe button yet, please go ahead and do so. We would definitely love to have you. And thank you so very much, guys, for the kind words and for the time spent checking out the live. See y'all in the next one.
Don't know when my nights became so complicated. Can't recall my mornings, everything is fading. Maybe this is karma, definition of jading. This stays on my mind, this stays on my mind. Trying to put a mother on my basic feelings. For 1 minute I'm calling, then the next I'm stripping. No, with somebody new, I swear she don't deserve it. Oh, it's still on my mind, she's still on my mind. Yeah, we build it up, just to let it wash away. Tell me, did I lace you up, just to watch you run away? Please tell me who's getting on my love, who's getting on my love. Tell me who's getting on my time. All of that used to be mine. Oh, who did you teach what I taught you? Better not give her my nickname. I don't like thinking about it. I swear that it's sweating me down. No, but tell me who's getting all of mine? Who's getting all of mine? Residual. Who's getting all of mine? Who's getting all of mine? Residual. Made it clear you didn't wanna see the sequel. I was lying when I said it feelings mutual. No, it took some time to realize all different people. And love is blind. I see love is blind.